thing, you should know what is index notation. Where a is a to the power of n is index notation. Index notation or index form. A to the power of n is, so A is base and n is index. Okay, this is what we learned in the last topic, where we find index notation, where A is base and n is index. Okay, today we learn about law of indices in chapter 1 form 3. Today we're going to learn the basic of law in the indices. The first one is a power to the power of n multiple a to the power of n equal to a to the power of m plus n. So if the power of multiply, automatically it become plus. Okay, so if we have multiply here and then we have power here, here we become m plus n. Okay, next is, for example, if 2 the power of 3 multiple 2 to the power of 5, we will get 2 the power of 3 plus 5, and then the answer is 2 the power of 8. Okay, you must remember, if here is multiply and here is the power, automatically become plus. Okay, next law is divide. A to the power of n divide a to the power of n become a to the power of m minus n. When this divide will be minus. Okay, 3 to the power of 5 divide 3 to the power of 5 divide 3 to the power of 4, we will get 3 to the power of 5 minus 4, and then we will get 3 to the power of 5 minus 4 become this one is the power, and we automatically become minus. Okay, now we have looked in the fraction. Let's say fraction a to the power of 1 over n. So what is the meaning of a to the power of 1 over n is this one you must remember. Okay, the meaning of a to the power of over 1 over n is here will be power. Number 1 is power, and then the n is root. Okay, when you see fraction in the power, you have know how to define it. Okay, so this one actually we can write like this: a square root n, or bracket a square root n. Square root is mean power. Okay, for example, a to the power of n over m. Okay, how to solve this question and solve the example is we will get bracket m to the power of n and 1 over m, or n a 1 to the power of a to the power of 1 over n bracket power of m. Okay. Okay. Next we will learn about what's happen when we see negative. Let's say a negative n, and we get 1 over a power of n. So you must remember, if you see power of negative, it's mean 1 over a power of n. Okay, if you see negative, it means 1 over. Okay, it means directly become 1 over. Okay, example 5 negative 5 to the power of negative 3. You see this negative automatically become 1 over, and then 5 to the power of 3. Okay, you must remember, when you see the power is negative, directly become 1 over. Okay, next Okay, next. What if happen when you see power multiply power? Okay? A to the power of m and power of n again. So we will get A m n. How we get this? The brackets means multiple. Okay? The brackets mean multiple. For example, 3 to the power of 4 bracket and then to the power of 2. So this will we get 3 multiple 4 multiple 2, and then the answer is 3 to the power of n. Okay, you must remember when you see this question, it means multiple. Okay, the last one is 0. A is mean A multiple A to the power of 0 is equal to 1.
Now let's do some exercise. After you finish the exercise, we will discuss the question together. So you may copy the exercise that show on the slide. I give you 5 minutes to complete all the question. You may start now.
Alright, do you already answer your exercise at the slide? Okay, now we will discuss the answer one by one. Okay, let's discuss the A first. 5 to the power of 4 multiple 5 to the power of 2. So the answer is, first we find the base number. Okay, base, they have same base, so the base is 5 and the power is 4. If here is multiply, it means automatically it become plus. So 4 plus 2. The answer is 5 to the power of 4 plus 2. It's 6. Okay. You get the right answer. Next, we will discuss the B. B, 4 to the power of 5 divide 4 to the power of 2. So, the base is 4 and then the power is 5 minus 2. You must remember, if here is divide, automatically it become minus, okay? So the answer is 4 to the power of 3, okay? Next, we discuss C. C, 3 to the power of 2 n to the power of 4. Okay, equal to, how to get this this question. Okay, 2 multiply 4. The base is 3. 2 multiply 4. If you see this question like this, they have a bracket. This thing will this question must refer to the law of indices. Okay, 3 to the power of 2 and to the power of 4 will become 2 minus 4, and then we get 3 to the power of 8. Okay, the next question is D. Okay, I write right here. D is x to the power of negative 4. Okay, how to get the question number 4? First thing you must remember, if the power is negative, it means 1. If you see the power is negative, it means 1 over. So just put x to the power of 4. Okay? The last question is how to get this answer. This question, how to get. Okay, let's say first thing you must find the base. The base is m. Square root is mean power. 1 to the power of 5. 1 to the power of 5. Okay? You get all the answer correct? Alright. For your better understanding, please answer the quiz on the Kahoot app that I provide the link at the below. Okay?
Alright, before we end our lesson today, I would like to give you some exercise that show on the slide. So this exercise you can do as revision at home or as homework. So you can copy the question right now.
Okay, before we end our lesson today, I would like to recall back what that we learned today is law of indices. Law of indices. Okay, there have 6 basic of law. First one is multiplication. If the multiply is mean plus. The next is second is divide. So if divide is mean automatically become minus. You must remember this thing. Multiply is mean plus. Divide is mean minus. The third law is fraction. So if the third law is fraction, that means 2 things you should remember in fraction is the first one is power and the second is root. This thing you must remember. If you happen to see the fraction, you must remember power and root. The fourth is negative. So in negative, if you see the power is negative, it means 1 over. Okay, negative. If you see the power is negative, it means 1 over. Okay, you must remember this thing. Next is power. Okay, power. This thing. If you see a to the power of m to the power of n, it means a to the power of m to the mn. So the bracket is been multiplied. Okay. The last one is 0. If the power is 0, it means 1. Okay. You must remind the 6 basic of law of indices. That's all for today. Bye bye.